Okay, this is a meeting of the Templeton Mass Conservation Commission, Wednesday, August 12th, 2026, at 6:30 p.m. Town Hall, 160 Patriots Road, East Templeton, Mass. 01468 in the conference room. Okay, has everybody read the past meetings, and can I get a,
Make a motion, we accept the minutes as written.
I'll second the motion.
Hearing a motion and a second, do I have any further discussion? On a motion to accept the meeting minutes of 7:20, how do you vote, Joanne?
Yes.
George?
yes,
Dave?
Yes.
That passes at 6:30.
this is the one that's next.
Yep. And number 2, Mr. Andrews?
Are you ready for number 2?
Yep.
Okay, this is an IDA for 987 Patriots Road for a septic system replacement in the BZ. And the request is to determine whether the area depicted in the application is subject to jurisdiction of the WPA.
Can I please have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, on a motion to open the public hearing, how do you vote, Joanne?
Yes.
George?
Yes,
Dave?
Yes.
We are open at 6:31, and I will read the legal notice into record. 987 Patriots Road, request for determination of applicability. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, the Wetlands Protection Act, that a public hearing will be held on a request for determination of applicability filed by Dillis and Roy Civil Design Group on behalf of Jean Cotu of Townsend. Project location is 987 Patriots Road in Templeton, Mass. Map 3-07, parcel 54.1. Description of the project is the removal and replacement of an existing septic tank and pump chambers within the 100-foot buffer zone to a wetland. The request is to determine whether the area depicted in the application is subject to the jurisdiction of the Wetlands Protection Act. The hearing will be held on Wednesday, August 12, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. at Templeton Town Hall. Any person wishing to be heard concerning the above application should appear at the time and place indicated above. The request for determination of applicability is available for public review at the Development Services Office, Room 3, 160 Patriots Road during regular office hours. The RDA is also available upon request from Jay Case at templetonma.gov, George Andrews, Chairman, Templeton Conservation Commission. Also, a site visit occurred in the presence of the applicant on July 28th. With us this evening via Zoom, we have Jack Maloney of Dillis and Roy Civil Design Group, and he is present to represent the application.
we have wetland.
Good evening, Jack.
Hey, how are you?
We're great. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I just laid the groundwork, and you want to take it from there and kind of just explain to the public. Obviously, the commission has the plans in front of us, but kind of just give an overall, to the public and anybody listening of what you're here tonight for, please.
Basically, we're upgrading a failed septic system on an existing property that has a 3-bedroom dwelling on it. The existing tanks will be pumped, crushed, removed, and new tanks relative to Title V and the Templeton bylaws will be put in. Board of Health bylaws will be replaced in the front yard where they are now. A force main will be relayed going up the hill, as we looked at on the site walk a couple weeks ago, up to the back area. The existing septic system is in failure. It's original to the property. I don't have the plans in front of me, but I want to say either late 70s or early 80s. That whole area will, the old system will be removed. Gravel fill pertinent to Title V will be brought in to create the new Presby system up in that upper area, which is outside the 100-foot buffer. And yeah, so it's basically the tanks that are down in the lower area. Am I able to share my screen?
PCTV?
He should be now.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Hannah.
Can everybody see that?
Not yet. Yes.
Okay, so this is just a quad map, a locus map. We're in this area right here. You can see there's a brook that runs through along the side that has the associated wetlands with it. The driveway comes in along this right side of the property line up to the house up in here. I'm gonna zoom out. Hopefully not get anybody motion sickness. So this is basically the trailer is here, 3-bedroom trailer. There's an existing garage and the driveway is in this gray area and it gets cut off by the rest of the plan, but it goes another 250 feet or so down to Patriots Road. So this trailer is set back off the road quite a ways.
Oh, yeah.
The existing septic tank is in this area right here. That's just has the white box around it. There is an older round manhole pump chamber that's located in this area. Again, the two new yellow boxes, this will be a 1,500 gallon 2-compartment septic tank and then a 1,000-gallon pump chamber afterwards. And we will be following the same line that the existing force main is now. We're going to go up alongside the trailer. There's kind of an opening through the woods that goes right up here. And you can see this is roughly where the two existing leaching trenches are now that are in white. And then we have the Presby system in yellow that we're going to be reinstalling once this area here has been taken out, all the old stone and pipe, and new Title V sand has been brought in. 2 test holes were done back when the original system were put in. Board Health agent and myself, we did 2 new test holes on this side, 626-1 and 626-2. So we've kind of surrounded the system with enough of the soil testing that she felt comfortable with using the old perk test that was done back when the house was built. So again, you can see in green where the wetlands are delineated. We have a 50-foot buffer is this first red line, and then the 100-foot buffer is the second red line. There is a smaller wetland area off to the right in the woods behind the garage, and it drains a little bit down towards the street, kind of is held up in this area between the 2 properties. But no work is going to be happening down and through this area, just some excavation equipment. Some trucks will be going up to haul out the old material and bring in the new material up for the new septic system. And then a tank truck, once they prep the holes in here, a tank truck will be able to back right up into the front yard, swing those tanks in and drop them in place.
Very good.
Last thing, this orange line that you can see in here, that's the erosion control line. So it'll run from the edge of the driveway, right along the top of the wall that's here, and then right up along the fence line. I just moved it. Right up along the fence line until we get outside, well outside the 100-foot buffer.
Beautiful. That's one of the things I was going to point out. They are proposing erosion controls, which is great. And then wetlands is the Protection Act is actually more strict than Title V because he's within the 100-foot buffer, but they're outside the 50. So same footprint, making it Title V compliant.
And, you know, this particular home here was probably pre-existing anyways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah. What was the date? Did you think, Jack?
It was either late 70s or early 80s that the septic system information that we had on the record
file.
plans. Again, I'm at home. I didn't bring the folder with me,
That's
but
okay.
we had them on site, and Lori's got them in the Board of Health office.
Yeah. Any questions or comments from the commissioners?
No. I'll make a motion for a negative determination with conditions. Negative determination with conditions.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
The condition being,
The
replacement exists in same footprint and erosion controls. Yep,
Correct.
I know, yep. Any further discussion? Hearing none on a negative determination with those conditions, how do you vote? Joanne?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Very good, at 6:40. All right,
I have-
Jack, I will have the commission sign this and I will prep it and then I will reach out to you for pickup.
Great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us via Zoom tonight.
No problem. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
too. Good, good.
Here we go.
Thank, yeah.
Oops, signing in a wrong way.
That's those two. Right. Signatures. Okay, Mr. Andrews, whenever you're ready, would you like to read number
Okay,
3?
number 3, IDA continued Baldwinville Road map, parcel 506-44. Requested to determine whether the area depicted on the lands is subject to jurisdiction of the WPA and to determine whether the boundaries of the resource area depicted on the plan are accurately delineated.
Can I please have a motion to reopen the public hearing?
So moved.
Can I please have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to reopen the public hearing. Any further discussions? Hearing none. How do you vote, Joanne?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Dave? We
Yeah.
are reopened at 6:42. So I have provided the commission with supplemental information from the applicant's engineer. And I'm going to read the engineer's letter into record. I know you guys have read it, but I want to read it to the public, anybody listening. It says to Jessica and Town of Templeton Conservation Commission. It says, thank you for attending the site walk on 7/28/2026 to witness the requested soil borings that the commission had requested. The purpose of the soil borings was to ensure the delineation done previously is accurate. I had done 4 borings along the back of the farm field and found no hydric soil indicators. I then went to the flags and re-verified the delineation with 3 more borings and showed Jessica Case how hydric soils appear on site versus non-hydric soils. Enclosed are soil logs of the results of the borings performed. I am not available for the next meeting as discussed with Jessica, but please feel the information provided is sufficient as a response to the commission's request for additional information and that we may proceed with the determination of applicability. Thank you, Julian Vitruba. So I did attend this site visit and I did take pictures and I did provide them to the commission. And I remember going out to the first site visit with some of you and where we were stepping in the field was very saturated. And that's why at the meeting when we were discussing it, you very, appropriately said, I think we should get some soil samples. When we went back out, the soil samples indicated no hydric soils. I could see that it was loam for miles. I done a little bit of research and I think that because it was farmland and Dave could probably answer most of this, that they kept tilling it and it's really, really dense soil. So it held water underneath. But there were no hydric soils. So then I followed Julian into the woods and we retested and I could clearly see the difference of where, you and Dave were walking with Julian and saw those. So, and we went down 20 feet.
Wonderful.
So, I don't have a vote. but I at least want to expel confidence in you that the field was not wetlands.
Okay, very
It was
good.
just very wet that day.
Okay,
The determination is up to you, but I do believe in the supplemental information that the engineer provided you
okay.
for what that's worth.
Well, good job.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, you know, what they're asking right now is to determine whether the boundaries of the resource area depicted on the plan are accurately delineated. I believe they are, especially with the extra with the soil samples. But then the next question is whether the area depicted on the plan is subject to jurisdictions of the WPA. Well, I guess it is because
Yeah.
there's wetlands on there.
So how do you break that apart?
You really can't, because there's no proposed project. I mean,
Mm.
you know, they could say, oh, you know, they probably won't even go near the wetland area or, you know, they build in the field, but we don't know. We can't go on what ifs.
Mm.
You know, we have to make a determination. And I would say, because of the wonderful job they did here delineating it, that we have to go with positive. Otherwise, DEP would definitely kick it back as being an error. Because this wetlands on the
So
property.
it was delineated appropriately, but the
Yes.
second part of the request is to determine whether the area depicted on the plans is subject to the WPA and whether the boundaries are accurately. So the boundaries are depicted accurately,
Yes,
but because of that, now it is subject to the jurisdiction.
correct.
Let me go back to the application.
That.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
I hear you.
I know the DEP would have rather seen an ANRAD, which would have been
Yeah.
a more proper filing. Since we don't, there's no proposed project before us, so we don't know what's gonna happen there. You know, so it has to be a
Do you
positive.
want to take comment or question from applicant? Alan Druin is in the audience.
Yes,
An INRAD,
abbreviated notice of the resource area delineation would have been more of appropriate filing for this.
so you're agreeing with delineation, but
Oh,
you're saying
yes.
that, but you're saying that to move forward, we need to do an INRAD?
Well, I mean.
I'm just trying to get a
you
handle on
can do
where.
that. But, I mean, you can have a positive determination on this, and that's okay.
Yep.
And, you know, Alan, I don't know what you have proposed, or if you have anything proposed.
Thank you.
So what you could do is wait until something is proposed.
Okay.
And if it's out of the resource area, you won't need a filing.
Right, okay, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Right,
My intention here, it got kind of like involved with the engineer getting involved. I asked him to go out there, just delineate the wetlands.
Yeah.
So I could get you there to look at that and agree to it, just so that when I have a buyer, they know where the wetlands is and it's agreed to. That was
right.
my only intent.
So, I mean, that's what I would say at this time, that you really, even if we give you a positive,
Yep.
you really don't have to take any action until there's a proposed plan.
Understand that I have no
Yep.
problem with that at all.
Okay,
And I
mean,
was just.
nor
gonna
should
say what
anybody
you
else.
said this is the application that Julian submitted as
Mhm.
your representative. And so this is what Joanne's saying, right? So here's B, he checked off B. Whether the boundaries of the resource area depicted on the plans or map referenced are above are accurately delineated.
Right,
She's saying, we agree.
okay,
He did that,
that's really.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
but he also checked this.
okay.
So now he's saying whether the area that he depicted is subject to WPA. Well,
Oh.
because he did hydric soils and he proved it's wetlands, it is subject to WPA. So she's
Not,
saying-
not before that, but after that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
but-
is
Mhm.
fine with me, I mean, I
Correct.
don't see a real problem with that either
no,
way. Do you?
no, and even if,
So you're kind of agreeing with us, I guess, because we're saying this, it's wetlands. We're not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
down
right, we're not disagreeing with saying the delineation was done
here. I
well.
guess we're kind of agreeing, maybe the
We
we
are.
checked off the box could have been checked, not checked.
Right,
Yeah,
I
okay,
just showing him.
yeah,
you're kind of giving me what I want, you're saying that, yeah, here's the wetlands right there. I
mhm,
don't have a problem with that, I know it is.
yeah, we agree with that. And he did a good job going in, doing the soils and everything, very good job,
Yeah, thank you. I'll tell him,
okay.
he has to be in Poland today.
He's in Poland.
That's where he went there. Yeah, I don't know if this is his home country or what, but he went to Poland.
So,
One way to.
So yeah, so I pulled the application, right? And now I'm kind of looking at positives and negatives and essentially which one makes sense to what we're trying to say, just because typically we don't do a boundary one, right? And so which one says really what we want? Oh, here's one. 2A or 2B. 2A is the boundary delineations of the resource area described on the reference plans are confirmed as accurate.
mhm,
Therefore, the resource area boundaries confirmed in this determination are binding as to all decisions rendered pursuant to WPA and its regulations. That's 2A.
mhm.
So it could be that. 2B says the boundaries of the resource areas and buffer zones are not confirmed. No, we don't want that one. No,
No.
work described. The work, it's no
There
work,
is no
it's not
proposed
work,
work.
and it's not
So
work.
I would go with the
It,
first one.
it looks like 2A, and I don't think
Yeah.
anything. Cause I'm looking for boundaries, cause it all says the work, the work, the work, the
Right,
work.
and there's
That's
no
the only
propos-
one that says the boundaries. I
Right.
think he actually wants a positive in this case. Typically, we get
Right.
RDAs that people want negative and they say, no, no, no.
Right,
We're saying, yeah,
that's right. And that's what they were
yeah,
looking
and that's
for.
what they were looking for. Okay, it seems backwards in my brain.
I know,
actually does-
I know, because
yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
bit different, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
two, and because number one is the area described on the reference plans is an error subject, but we really want something that confirms that his boundaries would fine.
That it's
I
correct.
think it's probably going to be 2A. The boundary delineations of the following resource area described on the reference plan are confirmed as accurate.
Yep, that sounds good.
And
to me.
therefore,
I
the
think
resource
sounds
area is binding to the Wetlands Protection Act.
correct.
That sounds.
I think
Okay.
we're all in the,
I think it got a little bit involved with the engineer getting involved with just trying to get it delineated.
got big,
Next thing and next thing.
got big on us.
Yep.
real quick.
Yep.
I'm glad we could all learn together.
You were at these.
I was at that one, yeah,
What's that
How
with this?
deep were the probes?
20 feet.
Do you want to keep it?
No, you can send it back. I'm
Huh?
good. You can send it back.
How deep were the probes? How deep did we go?
How many inches?
Oh, we didn't go 20 feet, 20 inches.
20 inches.
It's good.
Yeah, that's
We're on the
fine.
right unit of measure
Really
there.
tight.
20 inches. Sorry, darling.
20 feet.
No, I'm not even, I'm 5 feet. So I mean, that's 4 of me.
You would do like a bore of a
Yeah.
foot, then he'd do another bore, take that out,
Yeah.
clean it, do another.
And he had
bore.
and he
Right.
had, what he,
Right.
The loom was about this thick. and
Yeah.
In some spots, it was.
because wasn't it agricultural
Well,
land prior?
I grew up a quarter, half mile from there.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid.
Yeah.
It was a cow field.
Mhm.
I think it was probably a cow field for 100 years before that. too.
Yep.
Probably.
After many years of basically tilling the top of the soil, other fines tend to work up, which would create your thick
Loom,
loom.
yeah, I was thick.
Mhm. Okay, so I have a motion on the floor for a positive determination of applicability.
And I'll second that.
By Dave, any further discussion? Hearing none on a positive 2A that we're going to list it as. How do you vote, Joanne?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
That is good at 6:53. I'm gonna have you guys sign this. Alan, if you want to stay till the end of the meeting, I can prep this and you can walk out the door with it tonight.
Okay, that's not too necessary. I can pick that up anytime.
Okay.
This is no hurry thing. I have one question though.
Sure.
Moving forward. Just so I understand. Somebody wants to propose something, somebody else wants, whatever, wants to propose something. We come in the same way I just came in now.
Mhm.
We have the delineation and they have to follow, stormwater management, wetlands protection act and all that stuff.
Right, but
Nothing really changed.
So if I,
but one thing, Alan, if the work that's proposed is out of the 100,
Then it doesn't matter.
then you don't have to file with the commission.
So if they want to do a horse thing barn there, and they just keep that way from that, which is plenty of room for.
Right.
I was gonna say typically, she's right, but also, if you file a building permit,
Like anything.
Rhonda's got to put it through all the departments. It's got to go through Board of Health and Lori. It's got to go through Conservation Me. And so I'm kind of like their first line of defense to see if it's in the buffer zone. And then I have to tell the person like, you're good. Or I have to be like, you need a permit.
Right.
And then they-
Double checking on it.
Right,
I
so-
assumed as much.
Yeah, so you don't have
Just so
to,
I understand moving forward, talking to somebody,
Sure.
that they know what they have ahead of them, that they have.
you say there's wetlands back there,
Anything within
stay 100 feet from it.
You're okay if you stay away from it, you're
Yep.
not, if you, within it, then
You
you
need a
have
permit.
to. Like everybody.
A new permit.
Right.
Yeah,
No different than anybody else.
Right.
awesome. All right, so I'll get this.
I appreciate, well, I'll pick it up sometime.
Okay,
No problem. Thank you
sounds
for it.
good.
Okay, have a
Thanks,
good
Alan.
evening.
Too.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Andrews, I think we're on number 4.
Agents updates.
Yep, drought status. Drought conditions in the central region remain at a level 2. Significant drought effective, it was August 7th. They updated some parts of Massachusetts. But not us.
Wow.
These are forest cutting plans.
2 new forest cutting plans were received. I emailed you all them, but I also wanted to kind of tell the public just in case they see activity. One of them is on Otter River Road. It's parcel 40923.1. It's actually located next to the Route 2 overpass. So if you're on Otter River Road, and you're going up in the numbers, it's on your right. When you look down, it's quite a steep
Yeah,
situation.
They've done that one before.
And then the second one that we received is for Patriots Road. It's parcel 40924. It's actually landlocked next to Route 2.
Can, I'd like to look at these 2 plans in
These are extras. If you want to take them, you're welcome to.
I just want to make sure I have.
Yep, there's,
The Otter River.
You're gonna look at
okay, I got 2
location?
Otter River Road. Can I have the Patriots
yep,
Road
you need an
one?
Otter River Road and a Patriots Road one.
You get a Patriots Road. You get a Patriots Road. Here's the Otter River Road. All right,
I gave you one of each, yeah.
okay, so I don't know if they both have the map. Oh,
I think
Yeah.
they do. Yeah, you can kind of see kind of where I was talking about.
okay, so
Which one do you
I-
want?
both, because we're gonna do these side by side
I love it.
and
All right, so you're going to the last page, the colored map.
yeah.
All right, I'm
where
with you.
it's- Yeah.
Yep, I see.
Okay, I'd like to bring everybody's attention, even though these are separate forest cutting plans.
Yeah.
That these 2 pieces of property are contiguous,
Oh, yeah.
they abut each other.
Yeah.
So this area is going to be hit
Yeah, I see what you're,
as a whole,
yeah.
because, see, Dave, look at these
And also too, they have the
Here
same plan preparer.
in here. Now, I realize that the owners,
Are
the
you?
property is held separate, the owners are
Yep.
separate.
Yep.
But I guess my question would be to, is it DMR or,
The forester?
yeah, the forester,
Yep, sure.
is when there's a situation like this. And of course, one of them is gonna be impacting wetlands for one thing. And we can request to go out and
Sure.
inspect that.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
do they, or should they be looking at this as a whole? Because again, they're held, it's different ownership, but it's all in the same area being impacted.
Yep.
And now I also the board feet, if you add it up, the Patriots Road is 34 million board feet. And the Otter River Road is 30 million board feet, so that gives you 64 million board feet.
Mhm.
Then the cordwood on each one is 40 and 40. The limit is 50 on cordwood that you can cut. But if you add these 2 together, now you have 80.
Mhm.
So these are all questions I'd like to ask the, I think it's DEM, right?
I have the contact information for the state forester who I've worked with before, and we can get in touch with him and ask these questions.
And,
But I was gonna reply to one of your first question, which was, we have seen this before on South Road. that like different owners all do a forest cutting plan at the same time, because some of them are dependent on a trail for somebody else to get out. So
Right.
that's usually how those neighbors have those conversations. They're like, "Ah,
Right,
landlocked."
right.
Right? So
And-
that was my answer to your first question. And then I do have contact information for the forester if we want
Okay.
her to go out.
Yeah, I just like to
Yep.
kind of learn more.
It
and-
looks like their trail, if you look at like not the colored map, but if you look at this like little, I guess I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it a sketch.
Sketch, yeah.
If you look at that, it looks like they're not even exiting out on Otter River. They're exiting,
Through the Wilson
Yeah.
property.
yeah. Because of the elevation, like if you ever go over Route True and you see this property, it is like. Yeah, you
Right.
can't, right, so they're really exiting from that way.
Mhm.
So you'd probably have to get that landowner permission to even come out that way. Oh yeah, there it is, look, on the third page.
Right.
That's how they're having to get out.
So they,
you know,
they must have,
Coordination of a few,
they must have landowner
permission, yeah,
permission.
yep. Yep,
I would think they wouldn't go, you
No.
know, very far
No.
without getting that
no,
from,
no, no,
you
of
know what I mean?
course.
And is there any way, and I'm not sure where to look, but to get a copy of the best management practices for the forest cutting
Sure,
practices?
do that.
And I'm not sure if have they gone to natural heritage yet? Cause they have to do that under the best management practices. They gotta get clearance from there as well.
I wrote myself a note, Joanne, I'll get that for you, best management practices for forest cutting plans. And also the contact info for the state forester, that's our area.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we have only 10 days to see it.
Well, under the best management practices too, especially work in the wetland area, the ground's gotta be either really dry or frozen. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Under
Also,
the practices.
Adding to things that are on our side, they're both checked off as long-term forest management, which is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they say that,
Yeah,
but,
well, we've
I've
seen a
seen-
short term.
well, I've seen a lot of people that,
Yeah.
that have done that and they come back in no time at all,
Sure.
a few years or whatever and go, oh, no, change of use.
Oh, also too, there's
Yeah.
no timber harvester listed yet, so they might be still
Right.
in the because it's not approved, it's only like the initials, so we might
Right.
have some time. I'll reach out to him.
All right, thank
All right,
you.
yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. All right, let's wrap this up. There is one open seat available on the commission. Volunteer interest forms should be submitted to myself by the end of August for commission consideration, if anyone's interested.
I'm sure they're banging down the door.
I know. And it's not Christoph, in case anybody knows. Christoph is very well on the Conservation Commission. He is just not with us this evening.
So have we gotten any interest thus
We
far?
have.
We have,
We have
okay,
gotten a
good.
few.
Oh, okay, good.
But I think we should look at them and see what you want to recommend to the select board.
Sounds good.
Our next meeting is Monday, September 21st at 6:30. That's a Monday. I know it's Wednesday today, but in September, we're going to meet on Monday, September 21st at 6:30. And team, we need to choose an October meeting date. We either do Thursday, the 15th or Monday, the 19th. And I think Christoph said he would prefer Monday.
The 19th is fine with me.
Okay. George, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dave, is that okay?
Fine.
All right, I will schedule that.
So we're having
Monday, September 21st, and then Monday, October 19th.
Yep.
Would be the two. Yep,
October 19th
October 19th.
at 6:30. Okay,
I'm gonna keep I got two.
Yeah, you
chairs.
can keep two, that's fine.
Okay.
I have the originals, so do you want to look at these two, Dave, or no? Gonna hold on to those?
Sure.
You're welcome to.
welcome to keep them. Well, yeah, that's both of them.
That's both of them, yep. Can I get a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, how do you vote, Joanne?
Yes.